Victory Tales. Black Terror, The Night the Dead. Walked the storm rolled over the city just before midnight. Thunder shook the streets, rain hammered rooftops, and in the old cemetery on Blackstone Hill, something moved. A grave cracked open beneath a flash of lightning. Witnesses ran screaming into the streets. "A dead man's walking!" Police thought it was panic, until the reports kept coming. A giant figure, gray skin, heavy boots, eyes empty as death itself. By dawn, the city was terrified. That's when Black Terror arrived. The skull and crossbones hero stood atop a rain-soaked rooftop, cape snapping in the storm as lightning split the sky behind him. Something wasn't right. This wasn't ordinary crime. It was worse. Following the trail of destruction, Black Terror tracked the creature back to Blackstone Cemetery. Fresh footprints cut through the mud between broken gravestones, and beneath an old mausoleum, he found the laboratory. Electric coils sparked wildly. Machines hissed with steam, and standing beside them, a mad scientist. "You don't understand," the old man shouted. "I brought him back. I conquered death itself." Behind him stood the monster, Frankenstein, massive, silent, confused. The creature looked less like a killer and more like a man trapped inside a nightmare. Then lightning struck the tower overhead. The machines exploded to life, and the scientist smiled. One was only the beginning. Doors burst open around the chamber. More figures stepped from the shadows. The dead. Walking. Black Terror launched forward instantly. The laboratory erupted into chaos. He smashed through electrical equipment, sending sparks across the room. One monster grabbed him. Black Terror drove it backward into a steel generator. Another lunged from the darkness. He dropped it with a crushing punch, but Frankenstein remained still, watching, almost afraid. Then the scientist screamed, "Destroy him!" Frankenstein hesitated. Black Terror saw it immediately. The creature didn't want this. The scientist pulled a lever. Electricity surged through the room. The dead creatures roared to life again. Now the entire laboratory shook beneath the storm. Black Terror fought through smoke, sparks, and grasping hands as lightning poured through shattered windows. The scientist climbed toward the rooftop tower controls. If the machine overloaded, the entire cemetery would erupt. Black Terror chased him upward through the rain. On the rooftop, lightning crashed around them. The scientist reached for the master switch, but Frankenstein stopped him. The giant creature grabbed his creator before he could finish the experiment. For the first time, Frankenstein spoke. "No! More!" The scientist struggled uselessly. The machine exploded in a burst of light. Electricity surged across the rooftop. The undead collapsed instantly. Silence. Rain poured across the broken rooftop as Black Terror slowly stood. Frankenstein looked toward the city below, toward the storm, toward the world that feared him. Then, without another word, he disappeared into the darkness. By morning, the laboratory beneath Blackstone Hill was gone. The newspapers called it impossible, a ghost story, a storm hallucination. But Black Terror knew the truth. On certain nights, when thunder rolled across the city, something still walked among the graves.